Family members of yesterday's drowning victim continue to grieve. A call for greater concentration on water safety. And one local resort giving thanks to the domestic market. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shashina Wolf-Arcus, and as always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping the news tonight, investigations are continuing into the apparent drowning of a 20-year-old man of Hannah Hill, 8 Mile Rock. The young man was reportedly riding a jet ski with another male when they lost control of the watercraft, and he reportedly drowned. Tonight, his family members are talking about this unfortunate situation.
When I heard it, I didn't believe it at first, because I was like, it couldn't have been him, because I just saw him.
Family members of Jerry Device says he had just left home a few minutes earlier when they found out that he was involved in a tragic accident.
My sister got a phone call from someone, I think from his friend, saying that the jet ski flipped over. And then she called my brother inside, my other brother. She didn't want to tell my mommy because how she's going to react to it. So she tell him, and then they called my brother-in-law. They went to Lovers Beach to see if they could find him. And when he arrived, he was the first person that saw his body.
How is he doing?
I think he's still traumatized. What he saw. When he was going in the water to get him, he froze, like he got cramped in his leg. And someone else had to get him in the water.
Police officials say they were called to Lovers Beach in Hepburn Town, where it was reported that two males were riding a jet ski when they lost control. One of the men swam to shore, but the other never made it. The body of 20-year-old Jerry Device was later retrieved. Sandra Jacks, a close friend of the family, says he had just purchased the jet ski. She notes that he was also just in a serious car accident a month ago and had to be taken to Nassau for treatment. Now, she says, to hear of this tragic incident is truly heart-wrenching.
He was a kind, working hard young man. And just yesterday, after the tree accident, he gone and they say one his friend told him about this jet ski boat. He gone and the jet ski with his friend gone with the daddy coming in the house, and he's coming out the house. It's like the father haven't seen him, and he never spoke to his father about anything. Not even 5 minutes before he got thrown over out the jet ski in the sea. No, he couldn't swim. That's the greatest part about it.
He couldn't swim?
No, he couldn't swim. He could not swim if God called him, and he did call him.
Now, a mother and family are all left mourning. Device's mother says he was the breadwinner for the family and ensured that everyone was taken care of.
If he go to work, every Friday give me some money. Now, I can't find help now. I can't find help now. So service give me sometimes, so service give me help. I can't find help now.
Here's how his sister believes he should be remembered.
He was jokey. He used to ring. He used to make us happy, crack jokes. He was like the family clown. And whenever we needed something, he would bring it for us.
Well, yesterday's alleged drowning raising concerns about water safety. Tonight, Jamila Mizik talks with a water safety expert who sheds some light on potential dangers to avoid.
Many Bahamians run to the beach to cool off during the hot summer months, and there is a call for water safety to be top priority when heading out for a summer splash. Whether swimming or on a jet ski, Managing Director at OBS Marine Jamie Rose says you must be safety conscious as this could potentially save one's life.
Knowing your limits, knowing whether you're a comfortable or competent swimmer, and also being aware of your surroundings. So going in the water and not paying attention, or swimming outside a safe swim zone, or potentially going into an area where there's high boating traffic, and not having the correct type of visual markers like a diver flag or a boat with you or in close proximity so that the other boats or jet skis can see that you're in the water and stay clear of you and to avoid an accident.
He says weather is also a factor for persons to consider when attending the beach this summer.
You always want to be paying attention to the weather, and around Grand Bahama in the summertime, we all know that, we get afternoon flare-ups and thunderstorms, lightning. So this time of year, the bigger question is there lightning in the immediate area? But paying attention to weather and when you're going to the beach and what have you, that's always something you should be considering.
Now, when participating in any water sport activity, Rose says not only should persons be vigilant, but wearing a life jacket is important.
It's basic safety equipment in terms of a jet ski. You don't go out on a jet ski without a life jacket on. In doing so, you are taking your life into your own hands. You may be a competent rider, you may be an experienced rider, but sometimes accidents happen. Boat wakes, they might not see. You get tossed off, you can get knocked unconscious. It's very easy for an accident to happen. That's why accidents are, you do everything that you can to avoid the accident. The number one thing is by wearing the correct safety equipment.
Jamila Mizik, ZNS Network News.
Switching gears now, Grand Bahama's Information and Communication Technology Skills Development Program, facilitated by the Office of the Prime Minister, Grand Bahama, and the YMCA Family Center, closing out this past weekend. Megan Shepard was there and shares the experience of the participants. The Information and Communication Technology Development Program focuses on the core concepts of computer science coding programs and helps to develop problem-solving and computational thinking skills. The program launched in November of 2018 and continues to train students for future careers in this growing field. Minister of State for Grand Bahama, Senator the Honorable Kwesi Thompson, challenging students to not only prepare themselves for future jobs, but rather think about becoming entrepreneurs.
So out of these foundational classes, I want you to begin to think of the problems that we may be facing in the Bahamas. I want you to think of the problems that we may be facing in the region. I want you to think of the problems that we may be facing in the world. And I want you to use the skills that you have been granted and develop out-of-the-box solutions that will make your island and make your country a better place.
Students Tania McIntosh and John Poitier Jr. say the program exposed them to a variety of skills, including different codes and program languages.
For JavaScript, what we did were we used shapes, we played with them, we made, I would say, images like a snowman, and we even made the Bahamas flag.
We learned a lot about different types of coding. We used Arduino, which is a coding program that is mainly used for putting code into motherboards. We constructed LEDs, made them light up. We use the YMCA website a lot as a reference to help with our coding and the grading system.
They say they plan to continue to learn more about ICT.
I also wanted to be a computer teacher.
This is closely related to something that I want to do, biotechnology, the correlation between biology and technology, and I would need this to continue in my future studies.
Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News. Thanks, Megan. While Grand Bahama's mega tourism property continues to struggle, a small family-run resort in the heart of the city continues to stand. Jamila Mizik joins us live tonight with their secret to success. Jamila?
That's right, Shashina. I'm here live at the Castaways Resort in Freeport, Grand Bahama. Now, the resort has been on operation for about 40 years, and it has an all-Bahamian staff. I had the opportunity to speak to sales and marketing manager, Mr. Vernon Grant, who says despite Grand Bahama's struggling economy, the resort has been holding its own.
On the weekends, we have lots of Bahamian traveling from New Providence, Bimini, Abaco, etc. coming to Grand Bahama, and they want to enjoy the Bahamian experience, the Bahamian ambience. So we've been venturing out into this area of the spectrum in terms of looking for new areas of bringing in revenue to couple along with what we do on the international scene and international stage.
Now, while the resort serves both international and Bahamian visitors, Grant says they're enhancing their focus on the domestic tourism product.
We have something going in what we refer to as a Bahamian promotional rate. And that rate is $115, and it includes what we refer to as a Bahamian continental breakfast. So our Bahamian customers can go into the Flamingo restaurant and enjoy complimentary breakfast the very next morning on this Bahamian promotional rate. It's $115. That includes the room, all the gratuities, and all of the taxes, inclusive VAT, etc. But I can also, the very next morning, go into the Flamingo restaurant and dine complimentary.
Grant says the resort has 118 rooms, some newly renovated, including suites, king beds, and double beds, daily beach transportation, rack rates, and special rates, and can host extracurricular activities such as pool parties and even weddings.
Well, what's next on the drawing board for Castaways is to continue our push towards consistent advertisement, publication, making a strong voice in the community that we exist. We are a very powerful force to be reckoned with, and we're happy to be in the arena along with the big boys. And we fear nothing, but always simply saying to our Bahamian population, hey, come and experience the Castaways Resort and Suite.
Now, the resort is in operation 24/7 and has several amenities, including a swimming pool, a gym, a convenience store, and a conference center. Now, Shashina, Mr. Grant says before the summer is up, he wants to see you and your family here at the Castaways Resort. Reporting live from Castaways in Freeport, Grants, Bahama, I'm Jamila Mizik. Back to you in studio.
Jamila, tell him that sounds like a plan. Thank you so much. Awesome report. Well, more Grand Bahamians are now better equipped to provide quality souvenirs to complement the tourism industry. Several residents have already began production of native items, thanks to a conch shell carving course. Our Talia Hall has more in this report.
It is the second phase of the conch shell carving workshop that gives Grand Bahamians an opportunity to learn more about the souvenir industry. Participants were taught how they can use the country's natural resources to create authentic Bahamian products. Senior Deputy General Manager Debbie Strawn commended the participants for their work and told them that as they move along their journey as entrepreneurs, take heart in knowing that they will do well. Chairman of the Bahamas Agricultural and Industrial Corporation, Bishop Gregory Cawley, telling the group that the knowledge that they have gained through the workshop will be beneficial for the country.
We have to make sure that we have the inventory, the capacity to capture the wealth that is passing through this country. And also we want to make sure that we reduce the number of imports in terms of importing souvenir items. We want to make sure it's genuine, Bahamian-made product. Genuinely, authentically Bahamian. So when it's taken from this country is unique.
These participants say the training is one that they will never forget, and they are excited to see where it will take them.
We had maybe about 20 persons in our class, and all of whom were really excited about the different pieces that would have been made, anywhere from pineapple, the hibiscus, you name it.
I made jewelry out of conch shell. Awesome. I made conch shell out of conch shell. Earrings, pendants, cufflinks. It was awesome. I enjoy it. I can't wait for them to bring another stage or something else.
As Grand Bahama begins to grow more and more now, and this is going to be one of the main products on the market, and it's going to be a big job for a lot of young kids if they get into it. I hope they'll love it, because once you get into it, it's like you can't quit.
Presentations were made to the participants. It's Talia Hall, ZNS Network News.
Stay tuned and find out what's cooking in this kitchen. This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, covering Dundas Town, Porky Bay, and your part of the Bahamas. Stay with us. There's more news on the other side of the break.